Well, hello, friends. We're still in Greensboro, KGSO, and we are ready to take a really short flight, just 90 miles, up to Lynchburg, Virginia. So let's get started. This is going to be a quick one. I actually had to choose low altitude IFR, 17,000 feet, because it's just going to be so quick. So let's not waste any time on this. What do you say? I'm feeling much better.
Clearance delivery Cessna November
After feeling a little lousy
IFR to Lynchburg, ready to copy.
From my COVID booster.
Is cleared to Lynchburg Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 23 left, climb and maintain 11,000 feet.
11,000, okay.
Departure frequency is 124.35 squawk 7055.
7055.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey cleared to Lynchburg Airport as filed.
Okay.
Takeoff runway 23 left, climb
11,000
and
set,
maintain
set vertical
11,000
speed
feet.
2,500.
Departure on 124.35 squawk 7055.
And we'll set our speed at 190.
Correct. Contact ground on 121.9.
At 100% on the APU, let's do the right engine.
Greensboro ground Cessna November 343
Fire it up,
Bravo
open the
Whiskey
fuel
requesting
valve.
pushback.
Push back, release the parking brake.
Bravo Whiskey, pushback request accepted.
Nav source GPS, bearing 1 GPS. Speed bugs, VRs 139. VYs 190. And VAP is 142. All on. Wind on the PFD settings option 2. Okay, right engine's coming up nicely. Calibrate our altimeter. 2958. Still nautical weather here. Ooh, lots of planes here in Greensboro. Look at all this. Lots of planes in the area. Zoom in on the MFD. Pedostatics on. Right engine's just about coming up. We're getting pushed back. Don't push me back too far. I don't want to go into that building. Notch your flaps. Okay, push back and end now.
Greensboro ground Cessna
Thank you.
November 343
Yeah, lots of
Bravo Whiskey
planes
requesting the end of pushback.
in Greensboro here today.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey request to end pushback received.
Weather in Greensboro currently is 57 degrees and listed as showery. Winds out of the south-southwest. We're taking off runway 23, landing on the RNAV runway 22 in Lynchburg. Winds are out of the south there as well. Let's get our left engine going. Taxi light on. Make sure we get our timer ready to go. All right, we're firing up. Let's watch that engine come up.
Greensboro
21.2.
ground Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey with Charlie ready to taxi.
72, that seems high. Let's keep our parking brake on.
Bravo Whiskey taxi to in
Abundance of caution.
left by taxiway Alpha. Contact tower on 119.11 ready.
Okay, we should.
Taxiing
Oil
on
pressure's
runway
now
23
no longer in
using
warning,
taxiway
only in
Alpha
caution,
Cessna
so
3
let's
Bravo Whiskey.
release the parking brake. That should relieve us of the chime. There it goes. All right, it's coming up. Both engines now almost there. That's 58, 59. This one's stable at 72, which again seems oddly high to me. There we go. Wow, okay. Aha, I was right. I think we had our throttles sort of advanced. Okay, now they're stable at 59.9. Okay. All right, let's get going, huh? What do you say, friends? Anyway, I feel much better. Basically, felt like shit for 8 or 10 hours following my Johnson & Johnson booster shot. And I was concerned because one of the few things these days that keeps me going is my well, my daily runs, but my Saturday run. I did not want to skip it. But alas, I woke up this morning at 4:30 and did a really glorious, beautiful run with my dog. 13 miles up a mountain and down. And it was really beautiful. But I'm kind of tired. But that's all right. Tired is good. Anyway, we're headed up to Lynchburg, and then we're going to. We might do a second flight today, in all candor, to Maryland, to Hagerstown, Maryland. And increase the number of states we visited by 2. We're at 11 right now. California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, now North Carolina. And we're going to head to Virginia now presently for an extremely short flight, 90 miles. I don't think the longitude's probably used much for 90-mile flights, but hey, what the hell? Better than driving. And then Maryland, and then Delaware. That's my plan. And then New Jersey. So I think that's what my weekend involves. So we may not be in Lynchburg very long. Just taxiing on down here in Taxiway Alpha to the end of runway 23 left, where we landed yesterday, I might add, pretty smoothly. I hope that the sim remains stable. It has been steady as a rock since SU6. I shouldn't say that, I guess, but because, you know, that saying that will herald the onset of new problems. But hopefully not, and you know, it's certainly a lot more fun. There's still weird little bugs. I don't know if you noticed these weird flickering white lights that are appearing on the textures, on the taxiway textures. But again, that's the kind of stuff that I'm just not going to get worked up about, because that's the ultimate first world problem, right? I almost said worst world problem. Irony in that, huh? All right, let's go back inside. Local time, 5:27 p.m., so I think we'll still land with daylight, though. A little right rudder, right toe brake. Stop on the whole bars. Skies look amazing. Wow. Outside air temperature 14 degrees Celsius. All right, we'll hold off here. Contact the tower.
Runway 23 left.
Greensboro Tower, Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey at runway 23 left, ready for departure IFR to Lynchburg.
Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey altimeter, 29.59er, wind 229er at 12.
2959er.
23 left.
Winds are, what'd she say?
Cleared for takeoff runway 23 left, Cessna November, Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Oh, sorry, I have to scroll down. Winds are 229er at 12. Okay. Well, that's right down the pipe. So no problem there. Let's get out on the taxi on the runway. Nobody's inbound.
Approaching runway 23 left. Entered runway 23 left. 9,900 feet remaining.
Approach course is 232, so runway heading is 232. We'll set that on our HDG, 232. There we go. All right, friends. Let's get going, huh? Zoom out on the MFD. Be a right turn on takeoff. We'll activate nav to do that. And we'll start our timer. Let's go up to Lynchburg. Okay, we're going. And just bear with me on that annoying ITT alarm. Flaps are set. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots. $120. 140 and rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Autopilot's engaged. Almost. Auto throttle. It's at 195. Autopilot's engaged.
124.35 for Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Right turn.
Greensboro departure Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey is at 2,000
See that M?
feet,
That's
climbing
middle marker.
11,000 feet.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey Greensboro departure.
Landing lights are off.
9.59er continue to leave as planned.
Bring in the flaps. Looks great. Flaps. Retracted.
Caution, TFR ahead.
Skies look amazing. Okay. It's funny, isn't it interesting how... I don't know about you, but those skies to me look like fall skies, autumn skies. Just beautiful. All right, let's crank up the airspeed, but to 200, and we'll increase our climb rate to 3,000 feet per minute. Because we're going to be in Lynchburg in a hot minute. Headed towards our track line. Headed up into the clouds here. Outside air temperature is 5 degrees, so icing is a possibility as we enter these clouds. Monitor that. Just beautiful. Gorgeous. Wow. Oh my God. This game. I just tell you, this game. Oh, when it works, what a joy. Watch out for icing now. We're in the clouds and it's -1. 8,000 feet. We're going to increase our speed now. Deal with the alarm. It's at 240.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey contact Washington Center on 124.05. Good day.
Zoom out on our MFD.
Going to 124.05 Cessna Tree Bravo
Out to
Whiskey.
35.
Washington Center Cessna November Tree 4
Ice.
Tree Bravo Whiskey is passing 9,100
As
feet,
promised.
climbing 11,000 feet.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey Washington Center altimeter 29.59er. Continue to leave as planned.
Oh my God, as we come out on top, look at this. Over 10,000 now, we'll increase our speed. Up to 280. Oh, I love that punch through. Oh! Cinematic! I wish I knew how to add music and shit to this, because that is just...
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain 17,000 feet.
Up to 17,000, 3 Bravo Whiskey. Okay, that's our
Climb
cruising
and maintain
altitude
17,000 feet Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
on this very short flight. Yowzers. Just 93 miles out. I'd expect to receive our descent instructions at 57 miles out. The sim's a little aggressive when it comes to initiating descents, so we'll probably expect to receive our descent instructions somewhere around 60 to 65 miles out. And we're 91 miles out now, so we're barely going to be at our cruise altitude. Inertial separator listed as on, and we don't have one, but that's okay. Let's good thing, not a bad thing.
Washington Center,
Set
generic
300.
Lima Juliet is passing 10,200 feet.
Already getting
900 feet.
for flight telling us our destination
Generic November 24
ATIS.
Juliet, Washington Center, altimeter 29.5 for continue as planned.
We're passing 14,000. That speed up to 320. Gorgeous fall day here in the on the East Coast, here in the Mid-Atlantic regions. Oh, goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Just too much. Okay, we're just about to our cruising altitude now, 17,000 feet. Take a look. Set to 17,000. Getting ready to level out. See our vertical speed indicator here dropping.
Juliet, contact Greensboro approach on 124.35.
1,300, 1,200, 1,100 as we come up to our cruising altitude of 17,000 feet.
Going to 124.35 generic for Lima Juliet. Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey descent and maintain 11,000 feet.
I love it. We were at our cruising altitude for what, about, I don't even know if we've officially gotten there yet. But that's okay. That's why we chose 17,000 and low altitude IFRs. I just knew I wouldn't be able to get up to any sort of altitude before we'd have to start descending. What'd she say? 11,000. Okay, let's start our descent. That was quick, huh, friends? And by the way, for the record, we were told to initiate our descent at 75 miles out. And I would have expected 57. So as usual, I thought it was going to be between 60 and 65, and it ended up being 75. So that's okay, though. I just moderate that accordingly with a slightly more conservative descent profile, 1,600 feet per minute. Because I know what altitude I need to be at and when, just by the math. Anyway, landing at RNAV runway 22, assuming everything goes well. Runway length 7,100 feet. We'll be exiting right, I think, on Bravo 1 taxiway. Approach course 216. We'll go ahead and enter that. Wish I could spin these dials faster. .216. Now you may have noticed, let me zoom in on it, that heading bug down here, this cyan colored heading bug, is completely behind us, or rather to the south. So what that means is we're going to have to turn around, basically make a big U-turn. I'll show you here on the VFR map. Come on, there you go. You can see it here. See? When we get to KLYH, which, by the way, that is a VOR, so let's go ahead and enter that as a frequency on nav2. And the frequency I found online was 1092. And then we'll set our bearing to nav2, and we should get it. Yeah, KLYH. Let me zoom in on that so you can see it. So there's the distance to the Lynchburg VOR, 33 miles. Start slowing down now, though, regrettably, as we're at 13,000 feet and we're doing 320 knots. We'll have to deal with a landing gear alarm, I suspect, but it's all right. I'm going to slow us down to 270. Okay. Anyway, on this map here, Jixox, Jixox, I'm going to be at 2,500 feet. And then Kujum, if I can find it. Where's Kujum? I don't know where Kujum is. Anyway, Kujum's the IAF. And we expect to be at 4,400 feet. So to the extent that we receive descent instructions, it'll be to 4,400 feet, and then, if applicable, 2,500 feet. Approach course, as I said, 216. Airport elevation 9.
Bravo Whiskey descent and maintain 4,400 feet.
Well, as promised, there's 4,400 feet, so let's continue our descent.
4,400 feet, Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Shallow that to 1,500, and we'll set 4,400 on the altitude selector. Okay. And we'll slow again to 260. Closing in on 10,000 feet. We're at 10,700 right now, and slow us down to 250. As we get ready to dip back into these clouds, from which we were liberated only briefly. Airport elevation 938 feet. Minimums are 1,250 feet. Missed approach, if necessary. Climb to 3,000 direct Cusick. All right. 240.
Washington Center, Aeromexico 2 is at flight level 385, descending 10,000 feet.
Aeromexico to Washington Center. Continue as planned.
Back in.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey contact Roanoke approach on
45 miles out at 9,500 feet. So that's a little bit, not
125 decimal
unrealistically
475
low,
Cessna
but just
Tree
lower
Bravo
than we
Whiskey.
need to be. So I'm shallowing us out to
Roanoke approach
1,000
Cessna
feet
November 343
per minute.
Bravo
There's the
Whiskey is at
approach
9,300
handoff to
feet,
Roanoke.
descending 4,400 feet.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey Roanoke approach altimeter 29.53. Continue to herd as planned.
2953. 2954 in the sim. Close enough. These clouds, I swear, they're just. And I'm still sort of biting my fingernails that I'm going to get a crash to desktop because it's just so fun, and it just break my heart if it were to. There's the sun, beautiful, as we dip down into these clouds for our landing at Lynchburg. Slow to 230. Coming up on LYH, right there. Everything looks good. Only thing that could foil us now is a CTD. Slow to 220. We're at 38 miles out now and 7,800 feet. I would expect to be at 9,000 feet at 30 miles out, so that's why I've shallowed out our descent. Weather in Lynchburg, 61 degrees and cloudy. Winds are out of the south, 6 miles an hour. Barometer's 2955. This is all according to my phone. Sunset's at 6:20, so we will land before sunset. Visibility is listed as 10 miles and no precipitation. 35 miles now. Slow to 210. It looks like we might be coming out from underneath the clouds. See the ground down there? Make a right turn at LYH just to do this sort of dog leg. There's somebody right there. Anyway, so yeah, we might or might not do another flight today. I don't know. We might, though. We might. If we do, it'll be another short one because we're going to go to Maryland. And we're in Lynchburg, Virginia to Maryland is not going to be a long flight. That's for sure. Let's zoom in on the MFD. Down to 10. Outside air temperature is 2 degrees. Here at 6,000 feet. We'll go and depressurize. That's safe. 30 miles, 5,900 feet. So again, still kind of low, but not unacceptably so. Just about to pass over LYH. Looks like we're 29 seconds from LYH.
Bravo Whiskey, you are 7 miles southwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect RNAV runway 22 approach via Custom transition. Clear to Custom.
All right, we're cleared.
Bravo Whiskey, you are 6 miles south of Lynchburg. Contact Lynchburg Tower on 12.
All right, there's the tower handoff. I never got to acknowledge my approach clearance, but okay.
Tower on 127.65 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Slow to 200.
Lynchburg Tower Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey 5 miles south.
So it looks like we're going to be below the deck
Approach.
on this flight.
November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey Lynchburg Tower. Altimeter 29.56 wind 189er at 12. Cleared RNAV runway 22
I had to sneeze. All right, we're clear for the approach. We're RNAV 22.
Cleared RNAV runway 22 approach Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Wow. Zoom in on the MFD even more. Down to 5. We'll slow to 190. Leveling out at 4,400. I don't want to stop descending. And I happen to know that our next descent instruction, or our next descent altitude, is 2,500 at Jigsaws, from which we are currently 3 minutes and 35 seconds. We've already gotten our tower handoff, so I'm going to go ahead and set our altitude selector at 2,500 feet. And I won't initiate that descent yet because we're 23 miles out and we're at 4,400 feet, which is not too high, to say the least. You know, you normally expect to be at 6,000 at 20 miles out. God, that's pretty. Just stunning. Stunning. Passenger view. Oh man, it's just a doozy. Slow to 180 in a second, but not yet. Still at 4,400. 22 miles out. Remember, Jigsaws, Jixox, we want to be at 2,500 according to the published approach plate. And I'm still showing us 2 minutes, 25 seconds from Jigsaws. And so if we were to descend at, we're at 4,400 now, if we were to descend at 1,000 feet per minute, we'd be at 2,500 in 2 minutes. And since we're 2 minutes, 13 seconds, now's the time to initiate our descent. And we'll do 800 feet per minute. 21 miles out. Flying this big dog leg right now. Got a big left, sweeping left turn coming up. Stunner. Oh my God. This game. Look at the trees. They look amazing. I just can't get enough of this thing. Look at the horizon. Clouds. Good Lord. Landing lights on. 20 miles now and 3,700 feet. So I'm going to shallow out a little bit. But remember, we're supposed to be at 2,500 feet at Jigsaws. And we're only 68 seconds from Jigsaws. So it might feel low, but this is what the published approach plate says. And by the way, supposed to be at 2,500. No lower than 2,500 is really what it means. They call that an MSA, a minimum safe altitude. You see the rain curtains? So scattered showers in the area. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay, we're about to start our left turn. I'm going to shallow us out even more. It occurred to me that our ForeFlight app is telling me a distance that does not involve the dog leg, so that might be part of it. Okay, we're starting that left turn. Airport's going to be over there somewhere. ForeFlight app is showing little patches of green, just like what the sim is rendering in terms of these little cells of rain curtains. Looks amazing. Truly amazing. Let's get the lights up in the cockpit. It's getting kind of dark. Jigsaws now 35 seconds away, and we're at 3,100 feet. Want to be no lower than 2,500 at Jigsaws. Total approach is 10.7 nautical miles. Waiting for the RNAV to come up. See that cyan arrow right there pointing towards the airport, showing us still 19 miles out. But the VOR is south of the airport, so the airport's actually closer than the VOR. RA is showing us 2,400 AGL as we continue to make this left turn. We'll go ahead and set our altitude selector at minimums, which happen to be 1,250 feet. I'll set it at 1,300, just to assure our continued steady descent. Make sure it doesn't accidentally level out or something. Oh my God! I'm sorry. I have to take that picture real quick. Hold on. Oh my God. You're talking to somebody that played Flight Simulator in 1986, okay? So if you'd have told me that it would ever be like this, I'd have never believed you. Okay, we're coming up on, what's our next? Jigsaws. Showing Jigsaws is 1.8 nautical miles away. And Jigsaws itself is 4.7. So do the math, right? 4.7, 5.7, 6.7, 6.6, 6.5 miles out. And 3,000 feet. So we'll continue our descent here. And we'll slow to 180 as we're basically getting ready to... We're on a base leg right now, effectively, turning final. It's at 180. Looking for the airport. Kind of surprised I can't see it yet. Is that it? There? Shallow out, actually. We feel plenty low, but I'm looking at the... This is coming up. So, again, trust your instruments. It is so easy to convince yourself that what you're seeing outside is what makes sense. And I know it doesn't always make sense in terms of believing your lying eyes, but this is what makes sense, okay? This is where the action is. This is fun to look at. This is beautiful. It's stunning. It's incredible. But in terms of believing that you are where you need to be, when you need to be there, this is what you rely on, okay? RA is showing us 1,900 feet AGL, and this magenta diamond is creeping up. 180, 15 miles out. We'll go and do a notch of flaps. $14 miles. Airport is going to be right in front of us here in just a flash. Zoom in on the MFD down to 3. Landing lights are on. Airplane's depressurized. Let's see if we can grab that glide path. APPR. I've noticed it likes to grab it from under, not above, so we'll shallow out our descent rate in order to bring that magenta diamond down, and that should turn the GP green. Holding steady at 2300. Watching it, 12 miles out. Should start to drift down here, guys. Here's the airport. Right there, that's our runway. Okay, I'm gonna arrest our descent to try to get this magenta diamond to drift down. Go ahead now. We're 10 miles out, so we'll go outside. We'll put down our gear. Amazing. Amazing skies, amazing clouds. Just absolutely stunning. I mean, just stunning. It's stunning. Love how the airplane's properly configured, nose up. Sweet! Okay, I could take pictures all day. Alright, it's starting to drift down now, thankfully. So let's go outside, or let's look outside, and let's put down another notch of flaps. And we'll slow now to our approach speed, which I've already forgotten, as per usual. VAP is 142. What's that? 142. 142 set. The auto throttle. Hoping to grab this glide path. It'd be nice. Still 6 miles out. 6.5. Nope, it's still creeping up. I don't know why. We're not shallow. I'm not descending.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey with 189er at 12. Cleared to land runway 22.
Full flaps. Cleared land 2230 Whiskey.
Cleared to land runway 22 Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Auto throttle. Not getting any help from the RNAV today, unfortunately. But I remain hopeful. RNAV does have a tendency to... There, it grabbed it! GP. It does have a tendency to only start to work right near the short final. So, what do I care? It worked. Airspeed's a little high there. What's easy there, Turbo? Oh my word. My God almighty. It's so beautiful. Just can't get enough of it. Passenger view. I miss you.
2 mile final runway 22.
2 mile final. We remain on the glide path. Airspeed's good. Full flaps, gears down, airplane's depressurized, landing lights on. Unbelievable. I didn't know it was so hilly. LU. Wonder what that means. LU. Lynchburg University. It's got to be, right? Oh my God, it's actually got the name of the team. Flames.
500.
Shit. I'm going to crash the Suburban. I'm too busy looking out the window. 500 call out coming. Holy cow, is this awesome.
500.
Autopilot. I have the airplane. Airspeed's good. 142. No poppies or Vassies, but I got the indicator on the PFD and the RNAV. All right, friends. Runway 22 confirmed. Wind's coming. A little bit of a 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock crosswind. Dip that left wing. Oof. Spoilers up. Reversers on. Exiting right on Bravo 1, as expected. Perfect. Well, it wasn't an entirely butter landing, but still not half bad.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, exit runway when able. Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9er.
Took that turn a little
Cessna
wide,
3
but that's
Bravo
okay.
Whiskey.
I think we stayed off the grass. All right, let's taxi to parking, and we're home free. Outstanding. Let's clean up the airplane here real quick. Bring in those spoilers. And we'll bring in the flaps. That was great. That was really great. And landing lights are off. Taxi lights on. Pulse is off, and we'll contact ground. Lynchburg ground. Taxi to parking.
Lynchburg ground, Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey, request taxi to parking.
Oh, let's stop our timer. I almost forgot.
November 343 Bravo Whiskey, taxi to
31
general
minutes.
aviation parking by
Wheels up,
taxiway
wheels down.
Alpha.
Taxiing to general aviation parking by taxiway Alpha Cessna 3.
We may have been able to have done that faster if, but I took that approach pretty conservatively, and it did involve us having to turn around, so that might be part of it. You know, some of these other approaches we've done lately have been straight-in approaches. But not this one. That was so cool, flying in over the city and seeing the stadium and the name of the team in the end zone. How awesome is that? It's like our parking's right over here on the left. Beautiful. Boy, was that great. I tell you, I mean, it's just been one great flight after another on this thing lately. Hopefully they don't fuck it up by doing another patch that ruins everything like the last one. All right, here's our little left turn. Kind of a narrow taxiway here. I don't know, maybe they don't. There's a TBM. Awesome. I don't think maybe they don't get a lot of biz jets here. There's our parking space. Oh man, that's a little snug there, guys. Okay, let's taxi lights off. Holy mackerel, this is... beautiful. Wow. Okay, right engine. Anti-icing equipment's off. Outside air temperature is listed as 15 degrees. Let's look outside one last time. There we are. That plane looks big compared to the other ones, doesn't it? But here we are in Lynchburg, Virginia, local time, 6:03 p.m. So let's go have dinner. I may or may not fly again today. I don't know. But this was fun. I'm glad you joined us. I hope you're doing okay. And we'll kill our left engine. All right. 20 KGSO to KLYH. 29 minutes, 23 seconds total time of flight. This was a great one. Phenomenal visuals. Phenomenal visuals. Thanks, friends. We'll see where we head next. Somewhere in Maryland. I think Hagerstown, but we'll see. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.